Poison ivy is an extremely common plant that many people are allergic to. It can make gardening, hiking, and exploring a risky business if you aren't sure how to identify and avoid it. In this video, we will discuss how to confidently identify poison ivy, avoid exposure, and how to treat a rash or infection.
Many people know the phrase, leaves of three, let it be. This is a good basis for identification, but it is not completely accurate. There are many more characteristics of poison ivy that can be used as a way to identify it in all conditions, even if the leaves aren't present. The leaves have a jagged edge and a shape that resembles a glove.
Poison ivy will also have light green berries in the summertime, as well as hairy-looking vines. In the spring, leaves will be smaller and red, though they can have a hint of color year-round. And in the fall, the leaves will be completely red. Poison ivy likes to grow in partially sunny areas along the edge of forests, trails, and roadways.
It is typically found in three different forms: as a ground cover, a short bush, or climbing up tree trunks, reaching great heights. It can also easily blend in with the plants around it, so always stay alert and use caution.
Poison ivy can be an expert at blending in, especially with plants that look similar. These lookalikes can cause confusion, but there are several ways to tell them apart. The Virginia creeper is often mistaken for poison ivy as it tends to grow in similar environments and behaves similarly to the other vine. However, its leaves tend to grow in groups of 5 rather than 3. The raspberry and blackberry are two additional plants that also have leaves in groups of 3. However, they do not grow on vines, but on thorny stems. Wild strawberry is a ground cover plant that has toothed, jagged leaves and has red berries during the summer. There are several easy ways to avoid exposure to poison ivy. Wear long pants and sleeves when working outdoors, and add gloves if necessary. Try to avoid contact with vines and leafy plants if it is possible, and take care where you walk and what you brush up against. Wash the clothing that has been exposed as soon as possible and limit handling of shoes without gloves. Wash hands frequently, and use Technu soap or scrub after exposure. Wash the area thoroughly with the water and Technu and then rinse. Do this as soon as possible, and wash with Technu in the shower no more than 8 hours after a suspected exposure.
However, if a rash develops, do not itch it. Itching the rash only makes it worse and eventually makes it spread to other parts of the body due to the oil from the plant still being on the skin. Additionally, itching the rash may cause the skin to break, which allows the infection to reach the blood and spread across the entire body. The best thing to do when a rash develops is to treat it with topical cream, allergy medicine, and a stronger medication if necessary. If you start to develop some of these symptoms, you should see a doctor for help.
With increased outdoor activity in the warmer months, your risk for developing poison ivy increases. Use these steps to stay safe and avoid infection.